Y'all, I ain't never been so ready for a reality show to be over. It's like this season has been going on and been dragged along for so long that I'm so sick of it. I am so ready for this to be over next week. I was gonna die if I did not hear Candy say next week on the season finale of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. When I heard her say it's the season finale, I could have screamed and shouted to the top of my lungs because I am ready for this shit to be fucking over. Like I have never in my life ever been ready for a motherfucking reality show to be over. Y'all know that I'm a reality TV junkie, and which is why I do my reviews on reality shows. But with that being said, I am so glad that this shit is coming to an end because this has been the most horrible season I have ever seen since season 4. Cause season 4 was horrible too, but I ain't seen no great. I have not seen a downright horrible season. This like season 4 was not all that great, but season 7 is horrible. That is the worst motherfucking season they've ever had, and that's in this reunion that I keep hearing about. It better be worth watching because this season definitely wasn't worth watching. First of all, it's a lot of shit that went on with editing and everything like that. Demetri McKinney was supposed to hold a motherfucking peach. Portia was too. But apparently Demetria had some issues with the production people, and they chopped all her scenes down, which explains why she was always on the group trips. I know everybody was wondering why the fuck was Demetria even there, but she was actually there filming scenes the whole damn season. So those little scenes that you did see, those aren't the only scenes that she had. They cut all her scenes. She was supposed to hold a peach. And Portia was also supposed to hold a peach, but she wasn't given much of her life. Claudia turned up the drama in Puerto Rico and she got her peach. So with that being said, there's a lot of things that were going on. Portia didn't have a peach but had more airtime than a lot of the bitches that's on the show that got peaches in their hand. So there's a lot of shit that went down this season. The editing was a mess, and the season was not as great as they cracked it up to be because of all the bullshit editing. Because from what I heard, Dimitri was in a lot of drama with Phaedra and Nene and Portia. So it's a lot that didn't make the final cut. And that's all I gotta say about that. Let's just get into the video because it ain't much to talk about. This video might be just as short as the last Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let me tell you something. It's a cold day in hell right now because there's no way in hell that my R&B Divas LA review get more views than my Real Housewives of Atlanta review. That means that this shit is so awful that y'all don't even want to hear me speak about this shit because my last R&B Divas LA review got way more views than my last Real Housewives of Atlanta review, and I'm just being 100% honest about that. Y'all was eating that R&B Divas LA review up, but that Real Housewives of Atlanta recap still stuck at 1,000 views. So I look at my views, and my R&B Divas LA or Atlanta reviews are always the lowest in views because not everybody watches that show, and not everybody has this TV warning. So it's always the lowest, but hell, that and Real Housewives of Atlanta been neck and neck. So ain't nobody really watching this season. Ain't nobody checking for my Real Housewives recap. So I'm really ready for that to be over. Going about business, cause So let's go. Let's start off with Cynthia and Noelle. Y'all know I hate Cynthia with every fiber in my soul. I hate Cynthia. But I will say that it was nice seeing the flashbacks of Noelle when we first met her 5 years ago. She has really grown up to be a beautiful young woman. She's getting ready for a homecoming dance, and she was looking very beautiful. And to see Cynthia, be a mother. I only like her when she's with Noelle. When she's with the other bitches, I don't like her. But when she's with Noelle, I can deal with her. So those scenes with her, Kenya, and Noelle was really cute. It's very bittersweet to see that scene though, because we already know that if this was this time last year, Nene would have been the one that would have been there to see Noelle off as she went, to the homecoming dance. But this time it's Kenya. Kenya, Cynthia's new bestie, and now she's Auntie Kenya and it's no longer Auntie Nene. So that was pretty bittersweet to see. Because as much as I despise Cynthia and Nene's friendship, but moments like this, I really wish that she was still friends with Cynthia because I know that was her right hand man, and she would have been, Nene would have been there as far as to see Noelle go off. You know what I'm saying? So, but still in all, as bittersweet as it was, those scenes were still beautiful to me. Kenya and her pilot. So we get into Candy and Todd, and they sit down and they discuss their issues with their marriage or whatever. And I do think that they're both the issue, because the key to a marriage, or any relationship rather, is compromise. You have to compromise with the person that you're with, and I think that that compromising is what's killing Candy and Todd's relationship, because Todd wants to make his Candy don't want nobody to think that Todd is living off her, but Todd is trying to make his own money, but she don't want him to go. So if you don't want Mama Joyce to be thinking that your man can't provide for you and himself, then you need to let him work. I mean, you already know what he was before you met him. He was a producer, working at the shows and shit like that, so he had to be away from time to time. You already knew that. So I know that you just in your first year of marriage and you want to get everything tight, but I just really feel like you're not representing your husband. You're not doing the best job as being a wife, because of the simple fact that you can't compromise. You know he got to be away. It's a lot of bitches that ain't got no money like you, that ain't got as much money as you. Let me repeat that. As much money as you, but got husband that makes more money than them, and they have to go away from time to time. I mean, I get it. You want to be with your husband, but hell, make a date. Make a date for you to go visit your husband when he's in LA. You got the money. You can fly over there for a weekend or two times a month while he's out there, 3 times a month, whatever. Every weekend you can fly out there and be with your man. So it's not like he's gone away and you can't go see him. You can do it. You just got to compromise. And I think that's the problem, Candy. You used to being in control, but you ain't used to no man being in control. And that's what you got to get used to. That is your husband. You married him. You want him to have his own bread. Let him make his bread. You making yours. Let him get his own Subway bread. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So Phaedra wants to throw an event for little black boys or whatever, and she wants to bring everybody together for the event. And even Nene comes, but Candy can't come due to an engagement with Dr. Jackie. So all the girls come. They fixing the place and everything like that. Nene is only here to be with Phaedra, and then what I'm saying, to go back home after the fact. Soon as she gets in, Claudia wants to confront her about the situation that happened at the therapy session. But my thing is, she just said in her confessional that she hopes that Nene doesn't ruin what they're trying to do, the little dynamic that they built. But yet you already fucking it up by confronting her about some shit that happened weeks prior to this event, and you doing it at an event that ain't got nothing to do with this situation. Like, you fucking up somebody else's event. First of all, I'm all for confronting somebody and saying how you feel, but it's a right place and a right time to bring certain shit up. And that right there was not the right place or the right time. You got people like Judge Mathis. You got important, influential people at this event, and you want to cause drama. And I just felt like, if Kenya was saying chasing Nene out of the kitchen was the wrong move, then you fucked up. You are too thirsty for airtime. You thirsty for a storyline. You just thirsty. And I really feel like you was only brought on the show to try to take Nene down, because you're doing way too much talking about let's have a conversation. If somebody doesn't want to talk to you or doesn't want to have a conversation with you, why are you following them and why are you provoking them? Because this is another situation where somebody's being provoked. If I'm telling you to get the fuck out of my face, I don't want to talk to you. Respect me and respect my space. Don't be getting up in my face. Don't be standing in front of me like that when I'm telling you to get away from me. When I'm trying to walk away, you follow me. You asking to get bumped in your face. That's what you asking for at the end of the day. So with that being said, I just think that Claudia was all wrong for that. If she wanted to confront Nene, she should have tried to meet up with her at dinner or something like that. But she already know that Nene wasn't going to film with her by herself. So with that being said, she had to take whatever she could get. I just didn't agree with Claudia's ass doing it. Like, she was doing way too much. She was way too thirsty. And if Kenya saw how thirsty she was and said that wasn't the right move, then it's real. You know what I'm saying? Your bitch even saying that the shit was wrong. So you was wrong. So I just wasn't feeling it. I'm all for somebody confronting me and, doing her, coming for her or whatever sometimes, because she needs somebody to get with her sometimes. But she's doing way too much. Like, I believe she let these folks boost her head up, and now she think that she could just come in and read everybody she want to and everything. And I just think that she's doing way too much. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But with that being said, you guys, that is my Real Housewives of Atlanta recap. The next video you're going to see, I'm going to talk about, first of all, I'm going to review the Love and Hip Hop New York Reunion Part 2. I will be reviewing that. And I'm also going to be talking about the situation with K. Michelle and her winning the case with Memphis. I'm probably going to do that K. Michelle video in the morning when I get up, because I ain't got to work. So I probably going to get up in the morning and do that. Let me see, and then I'm gonna do that Love and Hip Hop review later on that night. So I'm gonna do the K Michelle video in the morning, and then I'm gonna go and record the other one after the show go off. So hopefully y'all see 2 videos tomorrow. I really don't know, but we'll see how it works out. But I'm gonna do both of them tomorrow. As I said before, I will be attending. The plan is for me to attend the YouTube Blackout event with Justin J. If you guys are gonna be in the Atlanta area and you're actually wanting to attend the blackout situation with the black YouTubers that Candy and Kevin and Michaela trying to throw, I will be planning. I plan to be there with Justin. He said I'm gonna go. He's gonna make me go, so I'm gonna go. Hopefully Adrian goes. I know that Jamar's gonna go, so it's gonna be a lovely time. The only person out of the I by little foursome that I hung out with is Justin. So I'm really excited to go with Justin, but I'm also very excited to meet Jamar and Adrian. Shout out to MJ. You should come to the blackout and hang with us. But with that being said, you guys, I'm out of here, you guys. I don't need to smile no more until I get this shit right here fixed, because I already gotta get my wisdom to my mouth. Hopefully I get this shit fixed too. I can't wait to get that done. But I'm out of here, you guys. Peace.